Have you ever felt like you're caught in a storm of anxiety, constantly battling waves of panic? It's exhausting. But what if I told you that peace isn't just the absence of that storm, but a quiet, steady current growing stronger beneath the surface? Sometimes, the signs that peace is taking root are subtle. Not what we expect. We often look for big, dramatic changes, but God often works in the quiet moments, in the small shifts within our hearts. Today, we're going to explore 5 unique and surprising signs that genuine peace is replacing panic in your life. These aren't the signs you always hear about. We're diving deeper. So, let's get into our first sign. You start experiencing joy in the ordinary. When we're living in a state of panic, even simple, everyday moments can feel overwhelming. Making breakfast, driving to work, or even just a quiet evening at home can be filled with a sense of dread. But when God's peace begins to settle in your soul, something beautiful happens. You start to find joy in the mundane. A sunrise doesn't just mark another stressful day. It becomes a beautiful painting in the sky. The taste of your morning coffee is richer. A conversation with a friend feels more present. This isn't about ignoring life's problems. It's about seeing God's goodness woven into the very fabric of your daily existence. It's a shift from surviving to truly living. The Bible reminds us in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 13, that everyone should eat and drink and take pleasure in all his toil. This is God's gift to man. Finding delight in the simple gifts of life is a powerful indicator that your heart is healing. The second sign that peace is taking over is that your prayers begin to change. When panic is our constant companion, our prayers often sound like a frantic list of emergency requests. God, fix this. God, help me. God, get me out of this. And while God certainly hears and honors those desperate cries, a shift happens as peace grows. Your prayers start to include more thanksgiving. You find yourself praising God not just for what He's done, but for who He is. Your prayer time becomes less of a panicked monologue. You begin to ask God, what do you want to teach me in this season? Instead of just, how quickly can you get me out of it? This change reflects a growing trust. You're moving from seeing God as just a rescuer to knowing Him as a relational Father, as it says in Philippians chapter 1, verse 3. I thank my God in all my remembrance of you. This spirit of gratitude, even amidst uncertainty, is a clear sign that your heart is finding its anchor in His unwavering presence. Now for our third sign, and it's a big one. You're no longer easily offended. Think about it. When you're on edge, living with high anxiety, everything can feel like a personal attack. A critical comment, an unanswered text, or someone cutting you off in traffic can send you into a spiral. But as the peace of Christ fills you, a divine buffer starts to form around your heart. You begin to give people the benefit of the doubt. You realize that their actions are often a reflection of their own struggles. You become less reactive and more responsive. This doesn't mean you become a doormat. It means you choose your battles wisely. Proverbs chapter 19, verse 11 says, good sense makes one slow to anger, and it is His glory to overlook an offense. When you can let things go that used to consume you, it's a powerful testament to the work God is doing inside of you. The fourth surprising sign is that you find yourself able to rest, truly rest, without guilt. Panic and anxiety are thieves of rest. They tell you that if you stop moving, if you stop worrying, everything will fall apart. When God's peace begins to rule, you start to understand the principle of Sabbath on a heart level. You recognize that rest is not a luxury, but a necessity and a holy act of trust. You can put down your phone, turn off the news, and just be still, knowing that God is still on His throne. Mark chapter 6, verse 31 gives us a beautiful picture of this, where Jesus tells His disciples, come away by yourselves and rest a while. Reclaiming guilt-free rest is a profound sign that you are letting go of the lie that it all depends on you. Finally, our fifth sign. You become a source of peace for others. When you are drowning in panic, you have nothing left to give. You're in survival mode. But as you get filled with the peace that surpasses understanding, it naturally begins to overflow. You'll find that people are drawn to your calm presence. Friends in crisis will call you because you have a non-anxious presence. This is the beautiful fulfillment of what 2 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 3 speaks of the Father of mercies and God of all comfort. when the peace God has given you starts spilling out and blessing those around you, a deep transformation is happening. Panic is losing its grip, and the Prince of Peace is taking his rightful place on the throne of your heart. These 5 signs are powerful markers of an internal shift from panic to peace. It's a journey, not a destination. If you recognize any of these signs in your own life, take a moment to thank God for his faithful work. And if you're still in the thick of the storm, take heart. His peace is available to you. Keep seeking him. Keep trusting him. And watch as he calms the winds and the waves, both around you and within you. Thanks so much for watching today. If this resonated with you, be sure to like and subscribe for more content. See you next time.